Satellites are everywhere watching over Earth, guiding our GPS, even helping us binge watch our favorite shows. But did you know there are some mind-blowing facts about these space machines? From mysterious zombie satellites to the surprising number floating above us right now. Here are the top 10 most fascinating facts about satellites. Stick around, because number 1 will change the way you think about space forever. Number 10. There are over 9,000 satellites in orbit. As of today, there are more than 9,000 satellites orbiting Earth, and that number keeps climbing. Most belong to private companies like SpaceX and governments worldwide. From weather forecasting to internet service, these satellites are shaping our modern lives. But fun fact, not all of them are working, which leads us to our next point. Number 9. Over half of satellites are space junk. Out of those thousands of satellites, nearly half are no longer functioning. They're basically space junk, just floating in orbit. This creates a growing problem, because collisions can cause dangerous debris clouds. NASA even has a system called the Orbital Debris Program to track them. Number 8. The first satellite was Sputnik. The very first artificial satellite was launched by the Soviet Union in 1957. It was called Sputnik 1, a shiny metal sphere about the size of a beach ball. It only transmitted radio beeps, but it kicked off the entire space age and even sparked the space race between the US and the Soviet Union. Number 7. Satellites don't stay still unless they're in a special geostationary orbit. Satellites are always on the move. In fact, low Earth orbit satellites travel at about 17,000 miles per hour. That is fast enough to circle the Earth every 90 minutes. Imagine seeing 16 sunrises and sunsets in a single day. That's the reality for astronauts on the ISS. Number 6. Some satellites are the size of a bread loaf. Not all satellites are massive billion-dollar machines. Thanks to advances in technology, we now have CubeSats, tiny satellites sometimes no bigger than a showbox or even a loaf of bread. Universities and small startups often launch these for research, making space more accessible than ever. Number 5. Satellites help predict natural disasters. Beyond GPS and TV, satellites literally save lives. Weather satellites track hurricanes, wildfires, and floods, giving scientists and governments time to issue warnings. In 2020, satellite data even helped track massive wildfires in Australia and California in real time. Number 4. There are zombie satellites. Sounds spooky, right? Zombie satellites are real. These are old satellites that stop working, but suddenly come back to life sometimes years later. Since no one controls them anymore, they can transmit unpredictable signals, causing interference with other satellites. Number 3. Satellites can be spies, of course. Satellites aren't just for science and communication. Military satellites can read license plates from orbit, track troop movements, and even intercept communications. While the exact capabilities are top secret, it's safe to say, if you're outside, a satellite could be watching. Number 2. Satellites don't last forever. Most satellites have a lifespan of 10 to 15 years before they run out of fuel or wear down. After that, operators either move them into a graveyard orbit far away from Earth, or they burn up in the atmosphere on re-entry. In fact, some satellites are designed to self-destruct safely when their mission ends. Number 1. You can see satellites with your naked eye. On a clear night, especially shortly after sunset. You can often spot them as bright dots moving steadily across the sky. The International Space Station is the brightest and easiest to see. It is even brighter than Venus at times. So there you have it, 10 incredible facts about satellites. From the tiny CubeSats to the legendary Sputnik and even the mysterious zombie satellites. Next time you use GPS or check the weather, remember, you've got thousands of satellites working hard above your head. Which fact surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a journey into the world of science and technology. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in orbit.